Hey guys, welcome back to Shape, where we break down some of your team's plays and sort of why tries were scored. So getting a lot of great feedback from the back of this, so I thought I'd keep it rolling. Today we're focusing on two teams, the Melbourne Storm and the Penrith Panthers, but let's rip into the Storm straight away. Cameron Munster come back, so money for Prez. This first little play here, Cameron Smith sort of jumps out a lot and he always has two lead runners off the back of him. Munster holds his shape, so brought out the whiteboard today. And they do it a lot, and I haven't seen too many commentators pick up on it. So even when they're further down the field, so say they play the balls here, and the boys are going this way. What Cameron Munster always does, he always holds his edge really, really well. So Cameron Munster will sit over here, CM, Cameron Munster, and say there's like a quick play the ball. So Cam Smith will jump out, who have his two ruckies here, rucky. And what it does when you're a defensive line, when the play the ball gets quick and like you see Cameron Smith jump out, you don't want anyone to go through you. So what you start to do, you start to tighten up your line like this. Here's your defense line here. It starts to squeeze up into this way a little bit. But what Cameron Munster does a lot, he just really holds the shape here. So Cameron Smith will jump out this way here, and once he realizes there's nothing on for the short pass, the long pass, he'll just stop and zing it all the way out the back, all the way out back to Munster, and let Munster sort of do his thing off the back of that. Because what it does, and if you look back into the screen here, it tightens everyone up. Look at the center here. He's looking in here, and it frees Munster up out the back. And they do it on all parts of the field. And I've never really had any commentators sort of talk about that. Very, very simple play, but they do it so well, where a lot of teams go quick play the ball, everyone's up flat and fast and trying to push through the line. But they've added another level, another dimension to this type of play, because if it's not on short, he'll just zing it all the way out the back to Munster, who holds his edge pretty well. So really interesting play. Not a lot of people use it, but they do. Good thing about Munster, he's always keen to play football. Skipping across field, obviously they don't get the try here. Jerome Hughes could have got a good little meaty there, but good thing about Munster, and he sort of breaks up the systematic or the very routine or robotic-like, very similar to how Billy Slater used to do it, where they had Cooper Cronk, they had Cameron Smith, who were very like on structure and on play, but they need someone who can sort of play outside of structure, and for them that's Munster. This next play here, nothing too hectic to break down here, it's just Munster being tough, coming back after a knee injury, running head first into a line, ball there. You've got to be brave to run that line. You've got to be very, very brave to run that line. You've got a back row who's looking to jam you. You've got a middle who's looking to jam you. It's tackle 5. He just run a very tough line. Got a silky ball off Cam Smith. Meat pie. Shit, baby. That's why they call him the president. He ain't scared of shit. Bang. Yeah, you're not even looking where that outside defender is coming in. You're just running a tough line. This play here, always love it. So when you think about a scrum and you get to pick where your scrums are now, I don't know why every scrum doesn't come from the middle of the field. So if you're defending, you'll have 1, 2, 3 defenders here, 1, 2, 3 defenders here, and you always have an extra number. So this shape here is perfect. It's a block shape. You get a wide pass off Cameron Smith, lands it straight on his chest, and you get straight to your man anyway. So you get your center running a tough line here, Pappy out the back. But what Munster does here, so he sees the jam coming in, boom, over the top. I don't know why all scrum players don't sort of run this sort of shape here, because it's essentially 4 on 3 every single time. And if you can execute the pass from Cam Smith, which he does, it gets you straight on your 2-man straight away. You get your block in here, and you got Pappy out the back as well, plus your winger. And then what happens is if they try and over adjust and they bring another man over here, they've ended up a 4 on 2, you just give it to your centre, because then they've got so much space to sort of work with. So I think the middle of the scrum attack play should be the play every single time. Block shape off the back of that. And you've got class plays around, you can do it. But what Munster does here, obviously that wide pass gets him straight onto the man he wants to go to. Anthony Don tries to make the read, and this is just class. This is just touch, this is just feel. This is just a pure footballer making his play over the top. The touch, the feel, to do it at pace, to do it in the game. Yeah, you got to be an out-and-out footballer to do it. In terms of skill set, is it impossible to do? Nah, but like I said, a lot of football is about feel, and Munster's got it. Money for Prez, baby. And dive technique needs work. Is he sweet? This is why Cameron Smith is a smart player, and we'll do these 2 plays back to back. Love this play from Cam Smith. There's a sort of a 6-4 split here. The fullbacks come in to give them extra bit of breathing room. They've set at 1 marker, so they should have an extra guy on the line. So this side should have 7, this side should have 4 or 5, because the fullback in there as well. But this is what makes Cam Smith so great. And a lot of football is not always about trying to strip him with a beautiful pass and walk your tries over. A lot of football is about trying to get mismatches on the field, and they've identified one when you see Nelson Solomona coming at you as a halfback. It's kind of a scary sight. So he's jumped out, he's kept the fullback engaged. The back row is running a good line in here. He can hit him short. There's an option for a tunnel ball that comes straight through here for Jerome. You got your center thing, but it's just like Cam Smith's just read it. He knows Nelson's going to get a one-on-one with Ash Taylor, and there it's just like, fucking do your best. Good luck. You've seen him flogging blokes outside of La Favela, so you got to think if you're a halfback and you got Nelson Solomona 2 meters off your line, it's just a pure mismatch. Same shape, different personnel. Got the white rhino back here. They've got back to their spot here, which is a 6-4 split. And what happened, like Ash Taylor's gone, fuck, I recognise this shape before. Let me stop it and let me try and solve it. And this is why Cameron Smith is a fucking genius. Boom, silky. See, they've recognised the shape, and Brian Kelly's seen the shape before. He's trying to solve it. He's come in on the right rhino. The tunnel balls come straight through, and that's just kiddies for Cam Smith. Meat pie. Bang. Tip. Jerome Hughes, good footballer, just a natural footballer as well. But one of the plays that Melbourne do very, very well, and good teams, when they have good ball attack, they're able to produce multiple shots. Bad teams, they might get one shot in. And what I mean by this, so say if we go penalty to here, we kick it out, and our shape is one to the near post, and then we're going to throw our big shape across here. So say we throw our shape here, we get tackled in the corner, that's tackle 2. What Melbourne do very, very well, they're able to reset and get back into the shape pretty quick. So what that does is the play that you run after your shape is almost as important as the shape itself, because it allows you either get one shot or 2 shots at him. So what they do, say Branko Lee gets tackled here, winger comes in, he'll pass, they'll have their back rower, he'll run a decoy here. What the decoy does, it keeps the line honest, so there's always an option to hit there short. But they'll have Jerome Hughes out the back here, and then they have Cam Smith here. So what they do normally, they'll go 2 pass, Jerome Hughes to Cam Smith, and then he usually has 2 ruckies here where he can run a block, he'll run a drop lead. So he'll skip across here. If this guy drops under, they're at a 6-4 split. If he hits the lead, they're at a 5, and there's always Munster who holds his line out the back here. So they'll have their shot, and they'll almost fall back into this automatic shape of, like, this is our reset shape. Jerome Hughes, Cameron Smith, he'll either drop under or hit his lead. And if he drops under, he falls into that 4 spot, and then that's when they can run their shape again back this way, or they got Munster that way as well. A little bit messy, but I hope that makes sense. So that's the Melbourne Storm for you. Money for Prez.